Anyway, so yeah, there's the view of the old cathedral and biblical gardens. Apparently, what's biblical about them? I do not know. I can look in the Bible and see if I can find the gardens mentioned there, but I don't think I will. Not those particular gardens. Nope, I don't think so. What they mean by biblical gardens, I do not know. No idea at all. That is what it is, isn't it? Yes. It's not a bad night, really. Well, I would say at the gym tonight, I wasn't trying to push at all. Not particularly. I mean, what I was doing mainly was, forearms, really. Did a bit of chest, a bit of forearms. Because the aim was thinking, okay, now if I'd have done this months ago, because I was saying recently in videos, about that I probably won't be able to get to the point of doing the 50k dumbbells before I'm 52, which I won't. No chance at all. But I thought, well, let's try something today. Let's do something. Let's work on just doing that thing of getting the dumbbells from the knees into position for the chest press. So I thought, okay, we'll do it with 20k. So do it with 20k first. Okay, that was, yep. So I thought, right, let's do some 30k. Let's do some reps with 30k. So did that. Did I think 3 sets of that. Then I thought, right, let's practice this a bit more. Just the getting the weight into position. So I went down to 17.5k and just did that. From knees into position, chest press, back to resting position, then back to chest press, from knees into position. So basically working the chest, but also working the forearms. Because every time the forearms have got to get the weight in position. So normally, like the 30k, it's a case of using the knees, lift the weight up with your leg, and that helps. The idea is, of then doing what I was doing afterwards with 17.5k, is saying, right, let's get to the point where I don't have to do that. Or if I do have to do it, I can do it with a heavier weight. So then maybe by the following birthday, I can actually do 50k. I'll go for 55k by the time I'm 55, which I probably couldn't do, not unless another gym opens that goes that high, because the gym I'm at, I think, only goes to 50k. I think so. So can't really go to 55, can go to 50, but not 55 by the time I'm 55. So it's like, right, okay. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Here's what it is. Yep. That's a weird smell. Someone's been smoking something, have they? I don't know. This little Gracie is going to get herself into trouble. She is. Because the problem is, if I don't notice what she's doing, like the lady earlier, she'd gone past me, so I focused on what was ahead. Didn't realise Gracie had gone back to bark at her. And I'm not sure, but it looked like Gracie might have nipped her. I'm not sure. The woman went ow, but I'm not sure if anything actually happened. I asked the woman if she was okay. Told Gracie off. But she has a habit now. What on earth she's doing that, I don't know. But she's causing herself mega problems here. It's herself she's causing the problems. what on earth she's up to. I'm going to have to get her muzzle. If she keeps on even showing signs of aggression to people, she's going to have a muzzle on when she comes out. She's going to have to put up with it. Simple as that. Normally when she's in front of me, I can handle the situation. It's when she's behind her, when she goes away and I'm not actually taking notice of her. That's when she can get a bit out of order. Why on earth she's doing it, I don't know. I have no idea at all. It makes no sense to me at all why she's doing it. No. I do not know. Right, come here, you collars. That'll do for them, let's get them in the car. Come here. Locki, here. You collar. Locki, collar. Come here, nutter. Chewie, you collar. Mollie, Collie, here, you collar. Who else? Covie, come here. Covie, come, do you collar? Good girl. There you go. Finally done. Smiley Riley. Smiley Riley, for some reason, I don't know why Micky's collar is not working, it just isn't. I've charged it. When the charge is in, it seems to work. Sometimes I this with collars. They get really stupid. If they go anywhere near water, it can be a problem. Amber, head up. Right, 1 second. Usk, come. Usky. Here goes Chewie. Chewie in. Move now. Chewie in. Where's Mr. Mouse? Mousey. Micky. Micky. Get here. Mr. Mouse, come on. Come, Mix. In you get. In the car. Go on. In the car, Micky. There you go. Right, the rest of you, in here. Get in there, go. In there. Keep out of trouble. In there, out of trouble. There you go. Well, just in case someone else comes along, you know, I'd rather they don't go barking at people or jumping up on them. So there you go. Indeed. Hi. Yeah, it's tough at the moment. I mean, what's going to happen with regard to this, you know, the restrictions and up here, we know in England that they're going to be relaxing them a bit. Social distancing and mask wearing won't be mandatory, that's good. In Scotland that won't be the case, not as yet at least. When they're going to do it, I don't know. So yeah, as I said to people, and as I said on videos, it really is a case that, you know, people have got to start saying enough. We're not going to keep on putting up, you know, with politicians, yeah, being like this, you know, trying to take away the freedoms that are so precious to us, you know. We're not supposed to be a communist state, you know, where they can come in and just remove our freedoms willy-nilly whenever they want and just not give them back to us. Yeah, we're supposed to be a democratic state where they can't do that. Yeah, it's democracy. You know, we're supposed to be freedom. That's why we're a democracy, because the people are supposed to be free. You're not controlled by the government, and yet what we've got is being controlled by the government, and that's got to stop. Yeah. Reality is, it's gone on way longer. I mean, when they first put us in lockdown, they said it was simply, you know, as a way of, you know, making sure the NHS didn't get overwhelmed, and yet the reality, the NHS has not been overwhelmed at all. And it was still pretty much in lockdown with all these restrictions that they brought upon us early on. They're still here. We've still got the same restrictions. Based on what? What's the reason behind it? Now, the people that are vulnerable have all been doubly jabbed. Even the people that aren't so vulnerable have been doubly jabbed. So therefore, what's the reason behind us still having to wear face masks and social distance and all that lot, and certain businesses still being either closed or restricted heavily? What's the purposes of that? Not the NHS, is it? It's not because they're vulnerable, so what is it now? But there isn't a purpose, you're just doing it because you're doing it. Okay. That does seem to be the case, isn't it, really? They're just doing it because they're doing it. It's like, well, that's not good. Not in any way, shape or form. That is just not good. So, yeah, it is what it is. As I say, I mean, the people, there's not a lot that people can do about it, really. Protesting, yeah, you can protest. The problem is protesting is risky, highly risky right now, especially with people's mental state being the way it is. Yeah, protesting is a risky thing to do. Yeah. I can't see any other avenue though, other than protesting really, as to what you can do. You can contact your local MPs and you can demand that they take action. Certainly if you're now in Scotland, you can contact the Scottish MPs and demand that they put pressure on the First Minister to get her to lift the sanctions and the restrictions and get things back to normal. Yeah. I mean, all over, that needs to be the case. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the reality is every single year, people die. Every single year, people die, and they die of germs and diseases and other things. That's the reality. It's the reality of life. Is that people die. It happens. Yeah, that's why I've got the amount of dogs I've got because of the fact that the reality is they're going to die. Yeah. Open the door a bit because it's getting heavily condensated in there right now with all the doggies breathing. So open the door, let a bit of air in. I think it's a good idea. But yeah. So for me, the reality is, whatever I do, I can't lock Mollie in and Chewie in and Lucy in to make sure they don't die. They're going to die. That's the reality. They are going to die. Yeah, as terrible as it is for me, that's going to happen. But that's why the plan was, and the plan is, having Covie, having Locki, having Teri, so that in the future, if they have puppies, then I will have the great-grandchildren of Mollie, Chewie, Lucy, Amber, Riley. Yeah. And then it means I've still got part of them when they go, haven't I? I've got all these videos that I've taken of walkies and talkies with the dogs that are my memories. Not only are these videos where I talk about things, Christian things, while walking and talking with the dogs, for other people to hopefully learn from, but they're also videos that I can look back on, on the video channel, of all the videos of me walking with Mollie, Chewie, Lucy, Amber, Riley, and then Covie and Locki, and then, Micky and Gracie, and, all the rest. That's the thing. I mean, Gracie is only 1.5 years, so she's very young. She's not that much older than Covie and Locki, really. She's about 8 months older than them, so she's much younger than Amber and Riley. So, by about 3.5 years. So she should outlive them. But that's if she doesn't have to be put down for biting people, which hopefully, yeah, we can sort that situation out and stop her from doing that. Yeah. Because that's not a good situation in any way, shape or form, is it, really? No, not at all. Having the door open seems to have cleared the windows a bit, so that's good. It's useful if you want to drive. Very useful indeed, yeah. Hi. Very, very useful indeed. Nah. It's a sad fact of life. Death is a reality. It's part of life. It's part of the fragility of life. You know, we're not wrapped in concrete or wrapped in, you know, titanium or anything that's going to be strong and tough. We've got flesh that's easy enough to pierce, bone that's easy enough to break. You know, as we age, we deteriorate. Yeah, our organs and other things aren't supposed to live beyond a certain amount of time. You know, especially with the things we do in life. You know, you live in cities, you're going to be smoking, you know, or breathing in a lot of fumes that's equal to smoking heavy. And if you're smoking heavy and breathing a lot of fumes, you're doing even worse damage to your body. Yeah. Oh. If you're eating high carbs, then you're putting on a lot of weight, which means your body has to carry around all that extra weight, which is knacking your body out way before it should be. And that's the case for an awful lot of people. Yeah, there are very, very few human beings who actually treated their body absolutely exceptionally. So without serious incident, yeah, if they're allowed to just live until their days numbered, they're going to be living to maybe 110, 120. There's very, very few people that are going to be living that long. Because the rest of us do seem to abuse our bodies quite a lot. That's reality. Yeah, but as I've said many, many times, we do only get one life. That's it. One life. One life upon this earth. Now, you know, whether it's heaven or whether there's anything else afterwards, that's not really a point that matters while you're living, because while you're living, there's so much to enjoy. There's so much to experience. And yet, even without COVID, have we experienced those things? Not really. No. Even without COVID, we haven't really experienced those things. And certainly with COVID, we most certainly haven't been experiencing those things. So we've been, 18 months now? 18 months now, locked down basically. Crazy. Or pretty much with restrictions to life. Restrictions to living. 18 months. That's a long time. That's time we're never going to get back. And the longer they extend it, the worse that's going to be. But from a Christian point of view, we need to understand that maybe that's what God wants. Maybe, God wanted us to be locked down. Maybe God wanted this time for a purpose. I don't know. What would the purpose be? I don't know. No idea at all. No idea whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, in the end, time will tell. Time will tell what God's plan is and why things have happened the way they have, and how it's going to look when it opens up and when it all sort of comes to a conclusion. Yeah. How's it all going to look then? Well, time will tell. We don't know, do we, really? But it will. At some point in time, it will all open up. We'll all go back to pretty much the way it was before. Say pretty much, it won't be ever as it was before. Certainly in major cities will look quite different. How different? Don't know. Quite different. I really don't know. We're going to see how different as time goes by. Not really. We're going to see exactly how different things are going to be when we're there, but we won't know until then. So, we've got some interesting times ahead. That's the certain thing. Yeah. We have indeed. So there you go. You take care, God bless. I will speak to you soon. And try and remain positive as much as you can. You know, try and find ways to deal with tension and stress. You know, gym is very good for that. It really is. Yeah. Certainly if you're doing heavy is really good. It's a really good way of getting rid of tension. Yeah. Yeah, running. Go for a walk somewhere. Yeah, go and drive into the countryside and just walk. And just, you know, allow the stress and the crap to just fall off you. Find a way to do that. Yeah. We all have different ways of de-stressing. We all have different ways of, yeah, getting rid of that sort of crap. It's important to get rid of it. We don't know how long this is going to continue, so we need on a daily basis to find ways of getting rid of this stuff. Yeah. So, anyway, you take care, God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.